Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me check on Facebook and see what we're running off of. Excellent. Good morning. It's that time again. It is time for eating the Holy Bible. It's time for the Word of God. I'm so excited. Happy Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome back. So good to see you in the land of the living. It is 7:29 a.m. 11/20, 2020. It's time to do our thing, y'all. And my reason for coming is to read the Holy Bible to you. Oh, for I love to read. So today we'll be going over Joshua chapter 7 of the NLT version of the Holy Bible. I will be reading from the New Living Translation. And today, as the title says, you stole from me. And I want it all back. I would sing I want it all back. But I just started singing this to myself. You stole from me. You stole from me. Give it back, give it back, give it back. That's what you stole from me. Everything you saw, it belongs to me. You stole from me. Yeah. Give it back. Everything you want is mine. That's why you know I own it. You know it belongs. You laid your eyes upon it. You hid it in your tent. I'm coming for everything I own. I'm coming 'cause it's mine. It belongs. Give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. Everything under your tent, it belongs. Give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. That's right, I own it. Give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. It belongs to me. Everything you see, I'm reckless. All right. So what am I talking about? This man, when the Israelites, we're gonna get into it. Let me go ahead to Joshua chapter 7. That does include our song portion of this here Bible study class. This is the adult Bible study class for grown folks. All right. So today AI defeats the Israelites. Oh my goodness. The Israelites are supposed to win everything. So let's find out what is going on here. It says, chapter 7, but Israel violated the instructions about the things that are set apart for the Lord. There's a footnote there. The Hebrew term here refers to the complete consecration of things or people to the Lord, either by destroying them, we keep saying that, or by giving them as an offering. A man named Achan man, that's how we're going to remember his name, had stolen some of these dedicated things. So the Lord was very, very angry with the Israelites. Achan, the son of Carmi, a descendant of Zimri, and there's a footnote there, Zabdi, son of Zerah of the tribe of Judah, or Judah as you know it. Joshua sent some of his men from Jericho to spy out the town of Ai. It's wartime, y'all, east of Bethel near Beth Aven. When they returned, they told Joshua, there's no need for all of us to go up there. It won't take more than 2,000 or 3,000 men to attack Ai. Since there are so few of them, don't make all of our people struggle to go up there. Thank you. Verse 4, so approximately 3,000 warriors were sent, but they were soundly defeated. The men of Ai chased the Israelites from the town gate as far as the quarries. as far as Shebarim, and they killed about 36 who were retreating down the slope. We've lost 36. The Israelites are paralyzed with fear as a turn of events, and their courage has melted away. Joshua and the elders of Israel tore their clothing in dismay and threw dust upon their heads and bowed their face to the ground before the ark of the Lord until evening. Joshua cried out, "O sovereign Lord, why did you bring us across the Jordan River if you're only going to let the Amorites kill us? If only we had been content to stay." Who does it sound like? On the other side. Lord, what can I say now that Israel has fled from its enemies? For when the Canaanites and all the other people living in the land hear about it, they will surround us and wipe our name off of the face of the earth. And then what will happen to the honor of your great name? All right, let me check on my student. Good. But the Lord said to Joshua, "Get up. Why are you lying on your face like this? Israel has sinned and broken my covenant. They have stolen some of the things I commanded must be set apart for me. They have not only stolen them, but they lied about it and hidden things among their own belongings. And that is why the Israelites are running from their enemies in defeat. For now, Israel itself has been set apart for destruction. I will not remain with you any longer unless you destroy the things among you that were set apart for destruction. Get up," commanded the people to get up and command the people to purify themselves in preparation for tomorrow. Excellent. For this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says: "Hidden among you, O Israel, are things that are set apart for the Lord. You will never defeat your enemies until you remove these things from among you. In the morning you must present yourselves by tribes, and the Lord will point out the tribe to which the guilty man belongs. That tribe must come forward with its clans, its families, and the Lord will point out the guilty clan, the guilty family. That clan will come forward, and the Lord will point out the the tribe." So you're going to come out by tribe, and then I'm going to point you out. Well, they call it clan. Then the family, and finally, each member of the guilty family must come forward one by one. The one who has stolen what was set apart for destruction will himself be burned with fire, along with everything that he has, for he has broken the covenant of the Lord and has done a horrible thing. Achan sin. Achan artist, is he? He didn't really con it. Well, he lied. He took something and lied about it. He took something and covered it. It says, early the next morning, Joshua brought the tribes of Israel before the Lord, and the tribes of Judah were singled out. Then the clans of Judah came forward. Then the clan of Zerah was singled out. Then the families of Zerah came forward, and the family of Zimri was singled out. Every member of Zimri's family was brought forward, person by person, and Achan was singled out. Then Joshua said to Achan, "My son, give glory to the Lord, the God of Israel, by telling the truth. Make your confession and tell me what you have done. Don't hide it from me." Achan replied, "It is true. I've sinned against the Lord, the God of Israel. Among the plunder, I saw a beautiful robe from Babylon." And then there's a footnote there. Shinar, Hebrew, Shinar, 200 silver coins I saw. That is 5 pounds or 2.3 kilograms in weight, and a bar of gold weighing more than a pound. There's a footnote there. Hebrew 50 shekels, about 20 ounces or 570 grams in weight. I wanted them so much that I took them. They are hidden in the ground beneath my tent, with the silver buried deeper than the rest. So Joshua sent some men to make a search for it. They ran to the tent and found the stolen goods hidden there, just as Achan had said, with the silver buried beneath the rest. They took the things from the tent and brought them to Joshua and to all the Israelites. Here they are. Then they laid them on the ground in the presence of the Lord. Then Joshua and the Israelites took Achan quickly, and the robe and the silver and the bar of gold, his sons, daughters, cattle, donkeys, sheep, goats, tents, and everything that he had, and brought them to the valley of Achor. Then Yahshua said to Achan, why have you brought trouble unto us? The Lord will now bring trouble on to you. And the Israelites stoned Achan and his family and burnt their bodies. That's the fire it was talking about. They piled a great heap of stones over Achan, which remains unto this day. This is why the place has been called the Valley of Trouble ever since. The Valley of Achor. Okay. Hebrew, the Valley of Achor. That's what it is. So the Lord was no longer angry. So that does include the reading of scripture at 7:39 a.m., 11:20, 2020. Let's get into our commentation and summarization portion of this Bible study lesson. And what I want to say is that the stones yet remain to this day with the dead, with the bones buried under it. My question was, why did the family have to die too? Usually the guilty one is singled out. What this tells me is that everybody knew and hid it too. Oh, for he said, we all shall benefit from this very thing. This is going to help our family for a long time. I've gotten us a legacy, a generational blessing. We're not going to have to work for nothing. Our little ones will be taken care of. Maybe this was the conversation. And so since nobody said, hey, Achan, do they know about this? Are you sure it's okay? Yeah, baby, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We're going to be straight. Now, what about the little ones, the sons and the daughters? Were they little? Were they grown? Did they know? Did they hide it as well? Well, the Lord, I can tell you, as what we've read so far, has been a good judge of character. He has only punished those who were guilty. So because he punished everybody must have had something to do with it. Because I used to read this, and I must not have really thought too much. That's why I like reading it aloud. It helps to understand the word clearer and better. And that is, everybody must have been guilty. The cattle too, the donkey, the sheep, the asses, the donkeys, everything. We couldn't spare nothing. Lord said, I don't want to see it. His soul was just spite. There was no. I don't want to see nothing having to do. Achan got to go. So with that being said, the Lord again made an example of Achan before all of Israel. Let me tell you something else. 30 men lost their lives. 30. Because of Achan. So why spare Achan? 30 people lost their lives because somebody was taking what belonged. It says for destruction. If he took the gold and all of those things were for the house of the Lord, were for the Lord's work. So when you take it from God, if Achan got away with it, then I could have grabbed me a robe and some curtains. Shoot, I didn't take nothing home. Heck, I could have grabbed me some stuff and set it off over in the chest over there if the Lord wasn't going to find out about it or say nothing or do nothing about it. Heck, why follow anything you got to say anyway if he ain't going to punish us or do nothing about it? Who follows he? You know, heck, say, we can own and govern ourselves. Let's take this gold over here and let's make us a calf. Yeah, let's make us a new leader. Better yet, Joshua, who are you? Take his clothes from him. We're going to run this thing. We need our own king. See, God had to squash that thing in the nut real quick. Okay, because that's what happens when you don't deal with the sin in the camp with these particular people. These particular people are very peculiar. These people are they got a strong will, I tell you. And if they're going to do right by it, they're going to do right. When they're going to do wrong, they're going to do wrong. We've seen them make a golden calf behind Moses' back. They'll do it. They the ones. Pick with them. They're the ones. Leave them to their own devices. They'll do it. Okay? So we know about these Israelites. They're good for making idols. Oh, they like to run around naked. What What else the Israelites to do? The Israelites like to complain. They always want to go back home. They don't mind being a body slave. You know, they little crybabies. They can't make up their mind. They look at their little wimps sometimes, you know. And so God has to just really deal with them on the basis of, you know, trying to get them over. He had to lead the parents in the wilderness. They didn't even get to see where they at now. They ain't even get to see Jericho because they were so hard-headed. Just too hard-headed for any good. Just, you know what, you don't even want to go over. It's so bad. You talking about you just want to go back to Egypt. So y'all just stay here and we'll let your kids go. We're gonna let them go because they weren't doing all that. They weren't complaining like you are. They'll be grateful for it. I could get them over, but I can't take you nowhere. Now, I think you like the wilderness. I'm beginning to think you've been enslaved so long. Let's talk about that. Let me drink because my head off. Sorry. Because this light is bright. You've been enslaved so long that I think you like it. You liked having the food. You liked having your things. You didn't like being beat across the back. You didn't like being somebody, a slave, having to build all the stuff they told you to build. You called upon me. So what did the Israelites like about slavery? They liked having their stuff. Let's just talk about that. Israelites like stuff. God let them have stuff. He said, spoil the Egyptians. You can have their gold. You can take what you need for the journey, okay? They're going to give it to you. It's not on loan either. I know what you like, and that's